Happy Friday and happy the weekend has arrived. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill coming to you from the Vancouver, Portland area. And my big headline is still the likelihood of a pretty good light show this weekend in central and eastern Oregon, and the threat that some of that stormy weather, while maybe not pushing storminess into the Willamette Valley, may push some rain into the Willamette Valley Saturday afternoon and evening. So that's where I begin. And this is the convective outlook from the National Weather Service, and where you see the dark green, which does include all of Deschutes County and the Bend Sun River area and up into Redmond, a marginal risk of severe storms. This is for tomorrow through tomorrow night. Now, remember, the National Weather Service defines severe thunderstorms with the following: 1-inch size hail. Years ago, the hailstone only had to be 3/4 of an inch, and they made it larger. So now it's 1-inch size hail. That's basically based on the possibility of property damage more than anything. And then wind gust of 58 miles per hour or larger. Obviously, you would have a lot of lightning. That's very dangerous, and maybe some torrential downpours as well. But the green area is the thunderstorm risk. The dark green area is that marginal risk for severe weather. Now, here's Portland. Notice the thunderstorm threat region does extend across eastern portions of Marion County and Clackamas County, getting up into Wasco County, and then really a good chunk of eastern Oregon out through Pelton into the Blues. It does not include Portland. So more on the thunderstorm threat coming up in just a minute. Here is the water vapor loop, and pretty impressive look at the upper level low spinning right here. Again, water vapor is cool because it gives you great definition of weather elements, if you will, that you don't often see on the infrared satellite picture. So upper level low right here. Interesting. It's not showing, there's no real upper level moisture right around the center of that low. Where you see the green, this is the more depth of moisture. Technically, you're looking at high level moisture, but in this case, the green is also indicating areas where there's quite a bit of moisture all the way down through mid and even low levels. So that is out across eastern Oregon. This rotation around this low is what's going to fuel stormy weather in central and eastern Oregon on Saturday. And keep in mind, we become unstable when we have a fetch of south wind that leaves the Pacific. This is an air mass now that's heating up and becoming unstable across California, southern Oregon, and makes its way up into northern Oregon and into Washington. So in other words, this is air that has been over land for quite some time, and it has lost its stabilizing moderation that you get when it comes in from the west straight off of Pacific waters. This is also a flow pattern that could give us some noticeably higher humidity factors than we normally get, and that feeds into that instability factor as well. Here's the radar right now. Again, it's 5:17 on this Friday. This is rain that's channeling itself along the east slope of the Cascades. There's Bend. So far, not much there, just outside of Madras. And then we've got mainly light rain falling out through the Dalles. And then over here on the wider loop, you can see some thunderstorm activity where you see the bright colors in eastern Oregon. And if I scroll all the way down, here's the lightning detection. Just follow my mouse here on the bottom right. Look at all the lightning. So already, that's a big lightning show by our standards here in the Pacific Northwest, taking place in eastern Oregon right now. We're going to see similar light shows in central Oregon during the day tomorrow. Again, on the upper level of 500 millibar flow at 18,000 feet, you can see the enclosed contours of that upper level low off the coast of California. And then here's what the wind flow is doing. Just follow the contours up across northern California, Nevada, and into Oregon. Okay, here's the National Blended Model. And what this is going to do is show you total precipitation accumulation. So you have to kind of keep track of what's fallen and what's new as you look at this animation. So I'm starting this at 5 o'clock this afternoon. It's showing up to 1/4 of an inch of total precipitation in just the past couple of hours out over the Blue Mountains. So let me go ahead and play this into tomorrow morning. Now, here's 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Notice, let me get my toolbar out of here if I can. Okay. pardon me. Notice we've got some heavier rain, maybe up to a quarter of an inch to 4/10 of an inch of rain along the southern Oregon coast. This is overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning, and there could be lightning involved. This is, again, a moisture flow coming up around that low that's off the California coast. Now, I want you to watch Central Oregon. This is the rain out east that's falling right now for the most part. Notice Central Oregon right here. You're going to see this rain, the rain amount kind of explode and along the Cascades as we go into tomorrow. So look at all this. Here's where the biggest new thunderstorm cluster is tomorrow, right along the Cascade crest, generally along the east slope, and then across Central Oregon. This shows 7/10, 76, 100 of an inch of rain. So that's some storms producing some pretty good downpours. This will be all rain over the Cascades up through 8,000 feet. So the snow level is pretty high tomorrow. Now, notice here's Portland. It keeps the accumulating rain. Let me go ahead and play this into Sunday morning. All right, here's Sunday morning. It gets the accumulating rain up in parts of the Willamette Valley, but doesn't throw it up into Portland. There's even some rain along the coast, some rain even up here along the Coast Range. But we're right on the edge, so it wouldn't take much for some of these storms, if they really get going, to all of a sudden push the boundary farther back to the northwest with rainfall than what some of the modeling is showing. And that's why there's that threat of rain developing in parts of the Willamette Valley during the afternoon, and in the evening, maybe even up into the Portland area and Vancouver area. So that's kind of what we're keeping an eye on. So this is courtesy of KGW TV. This is their Futurecast model. This was the model that came out this morning. And let me go ahead and make this full screen. I think the loop should play. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the loop playing here. Is it going to play? I think I can. Okay, here we go. 5 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Look at all that. And then notice how it comes up to 9:30 and it kind of weakens. So this doesn't, there it again, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, big thunderstorms over Central Oregon, Mount Hood thunderstorms, 9:30. The rain tends to break up as it comes into Portland. So this is what we're looking at, though. Here's some heavier rain down south of Eugene, okay? All right, I've got one more. So that was a run that came out this morning. Here's the Futurecast run that came out around noon today. So it's a little bit of an update, okay? And let's play this one. Again, 4 o'clock, big thunderstorm cluster, Central Oregon, some rain in Salem. Thunderstorms around 8 o'clock in Mount Hood. So the timing is pretty similar. This run that came out around noon today gives a little better chance of rain into the central and south Willamette Valley. There's some rain in Salem and Eugene at 4 o'clock. Still doesn't really put anything into Portland, but you can see we're close enough that absolutely you have to say there's a chance of rain. And again, if you're traveling over the Cascades, if you're going into Central Oregon tomorrow, I mean, wow, look at that. That's intense hail, maybe large enough hail and gusty enough winds for there to be some severe thunderstorm warnings. I'd say hail is probably the main threat of severe thunderstorms, but that really highlights for you where that storm threat is. I do want to show you the upper wind flow. Here's that, or flow pattern I meant to say. This is the European model. Here's that cold upper level low off the coast of California this afternoon. There it goes inland this weekend. This is Sunday. And as it pushes into California, inland into Nevada on Sunday, that will actually end the chance of any rain here on the west side. There will still be scattered storms in eastern Oregon on Sunday, but not really expecting anything along the Cascades and not expecting anything on the west side. So again, here it is. Let me just back this up into Saturday. Here it is Saturday morning. Here's where it's channeling moisture all the way up along the Cascades easily. That continues during the day. Again, by Sunday morning, now the moisture channels over here to Idaho and eastern Oregon at best. This is showing, and I haven't changed my 7-day forecast yet, but I may have to. Remember, we have cooler weather with showers in the forecast for Monday and Tuesday. It's based on this cold trough up here. But this latest European run keeps this cold air to our north. So if that's the case, our scattered shower chance is going to be much less, and our temperatures would probably be in the 60s, not the 50s on Monday and Tuesday. So watch for a changing update on the forecast. It still looks like we get into midweek. Here we are Wednesday, and now we're into ridging. And here we are Thursday. This ridging is looking even stronger now than it was before. So maybe we're 70s on Thursday. Maybe we're well up into the 70s Friday of next week. So there's definitely a run of some warm weather coming. With that said, courtesy of Hazeldale Tire Pros, here's my 7-day forecast. Well, today the rain was this morning, not so much in Portland, but in Salem, and a late day rain chance, if anything, is going to be south of Salem. So Portland's going to be dry for this evening. Um, and then this is actually, I kind of got off track. This is tomorrow's I apologize. This is tomorrow's forecast on Saturday. We're all dry the rest of today on this Friday. Late day rain chance in Portland, which we talked about. 73 tomorrow, humid. Sunday, no rain chance, partly cloudy, 66. Monday, Tuesday, showers in mid 50s. Remember, the run that just came out is showing the shower chance much less and daytime highs maybe in the 60s. And then dry on Wednesday, yes, maybe close to 70 on Thursday, maybe even warmer than 73 on Friday, and still warm and dry in 70s into that Saturday. So that's your update for now. Sorry, I got kind of my mind kind of froze on me there when I was looking at the first day of the 7-day. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. If big storms develop, I'll probably chime in tomorrow and we'll do a fresh update on seeing what those storms are doing, tracking the reports from the Weather Service. If not, I will definitely see you on Sunday, and I'll talk to you soon.